Oh god, I can even hear the game.
Oh, you can hear the game too?
Yeah, because you're not screen sharing OBS, you're screen sharing directly from the game.
Oh,
Last
that's
time you
right.
didn't, you screen shared through OBS, which means we should be able to read it just fine
That's
now.
probably why people. Okay, that makes sense. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's why when I was playing Hades previously, you guys could hear the game and my commentary.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What up, Sly? What is up, everybody? Watashi Machine, thank you very much for the stream host. Yes, is the audio, is the music volume good? The sound effects are a
Hello,
little loud,
everyone.
but I think we turned down the music volume just to be safe. So let me know if it sounds too quiet. I am here and I am ready. I'm not.
All right.
So we'll do a quick check-in. Do we have? Let me go to the actual return. Do we have our Monica here?
Yes.
Do we have our Yuri here?
I think they are making tea.
They're making tea.
I am ready.
Oh yes, we will be filling in. Tez will hopefully be joining us later tonight, but for the meantime, Tez is currently handling real life matters, and those always come first. Color Brews has graciously agreed to fill in as hold on. No, not Yukari. God, I spent so little time with her the first time. I don't even remember.
Oh no.
Natsuki.
Yes.
That's right. She's got an attitude like Subaru does. And then Color will also be filling in as... Honestly, I've really gotten endeared to over the course of the game.
Oh yeah.
It just feels like there's so many different aspects of them that I haven't noticed before. So, while we are waiting for our Yuri to come back, I will just remind everybody that Doki Doki Literature Club is, in fact, a horror game. Please, do not take this lightly. Doki Doki Literature Club may not be suitable for you if you are affected by any of the following themes: depression, suicide, self-harm, abuse. These themes are not merely suggested, but are often portrayed as realistically as possible, and thus may disturb you as if they were real. For those with extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid playing Doki Doki Literature Club or watching this stream. I assure you, if this is the kind of content you would not feel comfortable with, I will not hold it against you for not wanting to watch the stream. My viewership numbers are not as important to me as your comfort when it comes to this game. We trust that given your understanding of your own mental health, Nova Starlight, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome back. I'll just start that part over. We trust that given your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make the decision that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. Emmy, do you want to take us away with the additional considerations?
I believe you covered it for the most part. As he said, we just want to make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself. We trust that you guys know your own limits when it comes to this kind of stuff. And we won't be offended, and we'll see you guys next time if you can't stick around.
And Maj and Zach, thank you very much for the description for the subscription. Feathered Flint, welcome back for the 9th month. Just a heads up to folks, this is my first playthrough of this game. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. Amazingly, I have gone all this time without knowing what this game is about, what the characters do, what the big twist is. I don't know any of it. As such, in order to give the most authentic performance that I can, because we had a stellar job from everybody this first episode around, I am asking you, well, no, I'm telling you, no spoilers. If you spoil parts of the game, the mods have and will exercise the right to time you out, whether that's 10 minutes or for the rest of the stream. This also includes if you try to do what I consider quote-unquote bracing. If you try to say, oh, here it comes, or even, hey, mods, should we do emote only for this next part? That is telling us that something is about to happen and will take away from the genuine surprise. If you ask for emote only mode, the only person who's going to get silenced is you. So please, don't be that person, don't ruin it for yourself, and give us the chance to react authentically to it. Thankfully, I'm a dumbass, and I don't check the chat nearly as often as I should. So just be aware that whether you're trying to troll me or whether you're genuinely making a mistake, if you spoil, you're probably going to get silenced before I even notice it in the first place.
His wife was silenced last time?
Even my wife literally just said she got silenced last time. My mods do not give a single fuck who you are. If I manage to guess what's gonna happen in the game, they might silence me too, and then my character will go oddly quiet for a while. However,
what's that? We can silence you like right now?
No. Also, I will check periodically for Megastar fan art. Keep in mind, fan art is not the focus of this stream. We did make space for it during the previous stream, but it was just this tiny little corner. So I will more than happily show it if there's relevant art that happens to get posted. I love showing off your guys' creative abilities. Just be aware it's not going to be given as much time and attention as most of my other streams do when it comes to fan art. Alright, I think that's enough posturing and establishing rules. This is about an experience. Do we have our Yuri here?
No, we don't.
Okay, do we have my fantasy here?
There we go.
There we go. There we go. All right. Well, it sounds like everyone is up and ready. And, I'm not. But that's honestly, I think, the state of mind I need to be in when I play a game like this. So, yes, Bronze. It is a full live dub of Doki Doki. Everyone in this room, except for me, knows what happens. I am completely new to it. So please don't ruin it for me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1... Doki Doki Infinite Suffering. Oh! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is... I know you did it on purpose the first time! My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh! Oh! Oh, 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 oh. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. What do I look like, Virgil from Devil May Cry? I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Wait, we're back at the start of the game! Oh! 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 No! Oh!
This is the first time we've done this.
Oh! Oh! Okay. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Sean?
Oh! Monica!
Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's me right now. Is that okay, it is showing up. Thank you very much, Bronze 34 for the gift subs. Welcome, Bluffton SDWK and Ranlin. Lectro, thank you very much for the host. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Also, is the music volume okay for you guys? Let me know. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
I can bump it up just a little bit. There you go. In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
And just as that happened, I felt a mosquito or something brush against my arm. There was just this faint little tickle, and I was like, oh, fuck. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Sean. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. I have every reason to refuse! Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You're really sweet, Sean. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I don't like that wording. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Hey? A guest?
Seriously? You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Sean.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
Hey, guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not!
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Sean in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Sean?
I don't want to take a seat over there. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
You know, I know the game can't check for this, but like, when you're dubbing it, I keep expecting something to happen in the game the moment you say literature. Like, it's timed to when you say the word. And I think that speaks to how well you guys are performing this.
Aw. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile.
I'm sure there's at least one person in chat. What? Okay, I'm sure there's at least one person in chat besides me that's like bracing every time they're about to say a keyword.
But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry. The teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Huh? That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least tolerate tea. Oh, Vim Deckless, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Welcome back for your 9th month. 3 more for a whole year. Jesus Christ.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Sean, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Trails of Cold Steel? And manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I think it was called Twilight. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down.
Just mentally envisioning the book taking Yuri through hyperspace, and she's like, just like holding onto it because she's scared if she lets go, she'll never escape back to her own realm. Like
This is not how isekais are supposed to start.
like the spirit path and trails, but way more dangerous. Just like her hair, her chest, her face are all going. The librarian goes into the elementary school. It's like, kids, books can take you anywhere. This one kid in the back of the classroom who's been there before is like, ah! Ah! Just starts sobbing at his desk. No one understands.
PTSD. Oh my god.
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading roller coaster. The butterfly flutters off of the page and instantly slams into the window of a semi going at like 70 miles per hour.
What are we going on right now?
Anyway, let's read the next line.
Give me a minute. Okay.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I'm sorry. Archeon Z says, opens book, 2001 Stargate sequence. Literally, you open the book, the foreword just says, the prophecy is true. Oh. You look down, they're like, so what kind of book is it? I tilt my head up, laser beams shoot out of my eyes, my mouth opens, there's just a beam of light. The Fire Nation is destroyed instantly.
Oh my god.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that? Is it because you're a little scaredy baby?
Well, I just...
You're a little scaredy baby.
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
Wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea.
Monica, stop changing your pose so suddenly like that. Like, give me a transition. Just a couple extra frames, all right?
Why are you so nervous, John?
When you move that quickly.
How about this?
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all.
Dude, Watashi, of course I'm in permanent fight or flight mode. 3 different girls all think I'm worth their time. What am I supposed to do?
I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take.
Remember AJ. AJ has 3 different moods all in one. There's pre-coffee AJ, there's post-coffee AJ, and then there's Sean Chiplock. You fucked up, AJ. What?
Sean.
Oh, yes.
Edward.
Sean Edward Chiplock. Cause Sean Edward Chiplock shorthands to SEC for second, as in you have 1 second to write your will before I end your fucking life.
Do you agree as well, Sean?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Uh-huh. What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. If you in hot the food, why don't you out hot eat the food? And I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. It's poetry! Stop judging me, it's my style. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Sean. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Sean?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Sean, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing.
I'm really scared.
I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
Oh my god, she just willed them out of existence!
What are you talking about? What?
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note.
Look, she's got the snap ready. She's like, haha, aha, you listen to me, or you'll be next. Pfft, world gone! All the books will open at once. You thought traveling via one book was scary? Imagine when they're all ripping your body apart with the force of 1,000 eons.
Oh man, that's a new whole meaning to the word drawn and quartered.
Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Sean, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh.
You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Why?
What happens if I click no?
It's a poem.
It's a poem.
Just a poem.
The poem's not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean.
A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Stay there before.
It's just words
Yeah.
on a page.
Okay, I don't know what to make of this poem, but I'm gonna just process that.
Yeah.
Minigame time,
Yay.
of course. Of course. Definitely me right now. Daydream, sure. Let's see, what else do I... universe, milk, disoriented. Already flee, nature, sugar, lust, defeat, embrace. Games, pink joy, uncontrollable, extraordinary, marshmallow. Disaster, incapable, ambient essence. Pleasure, portrait. Oh man, what do I want here? Yeah, at this point, for those of you who don't know, I'm not chasing after any specific girl. When I'm playing or doing the poetry sections of this, I just legit pick the word that stands out to me the most, and whoever I end up with, whatever. So, strawberry, grape, rain cloud, swimsuit, vertigo, flying, ocean, clumsy, anime, anger, skirt. You know, in this case, I've been working on a lot more anime this year, just in general, so I really like that that's been a bigger part of my portfolio. I have to pick After Image because it immediately makes me think of Etrian Odyssey, and I love that freaking game. I do, AKL, I really want an Etrian Odyssey. It could just be a port. Port 4 to the Switch. Port a 3 remake to the Switch, and I will play it and stream it. Honestly, I don't want to pick this, but after hearing about the 250,000 new cases of COVID today,
It's really fun seeing your thought process between like it actually is really cool to see that you take these word choices as more of a psychology test than anything.
cozy.
Yee. Aww. Come.
Edgy. No, come. Peace. It's for the game.
Oh. AJ's gonna help.
Socks! Yes, because of the cat socks. I almost decided to wear my Nidorina socks today, but I figured I should give myself like a day break. Just between super cozy socks. I have to suffer so they feel even better. Speaking of cat socks. Imagination. Starscape. Oh, yep, because of Emmy drawing the Emma cat. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hi again, Sean. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Sean.
I was reading the text, so I didn't see what happened there.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh!
Oh, come on! It's like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica.
What's gonna happen when she shows up?
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
The music sounds okay. Wait. Music it still sounds normal.
If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Oh!
Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Me?
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh no!
Sure.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Sean. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Is the classroom slightly tilted? I feel
What?
like it's off axis.
What are you talking about?
I think you just woke up.
Yuri shoots
On the wrong
Natsuki with a
side of-
disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have some interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that.
Her clothing or her chest is like shaded differently. The coloring feels different. Like something is off and I can't figure out what.
Oh,
Like the ribbon is shaded more heavily.
if you really don't want to, then forget I said anything again. I guess. Also, why are you looking at my chest?
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Something feels off, man. Like, hey, whoever did this did it really well, or they either something is going wrong and it's so subtle that I can't pinpoint it, or nothing different is going on, and the creator is so good at creating this unrest that they've allowed me to do it to myself.
I didn't want you to feel left out. And so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Oh, okay. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Never put my stuff in the right spot.
Also, your voice cut out a little bit, Color, so I don't know if you might want to look into, It was the same way that it was cutting EXO off, so I don't know if you want to just go to, like, a lower intensity or something like that.
Where would I do that?
Either, I guess, just take yourself off push to talk or something? I don't know. How did we fix it last time?
Push to talk.
I think we put on push to talk for EXO when he was having the issue.
Okay. So.
Okay. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
Heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Also, Piplup says go to voice settings and look for input sensitivity and uncheck the only thing there. So.
Voice settings, okay. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
If you're gonna judge, then you can go through on the glass of that door.
And then that kind of made you silent, so I'll try and turn you up again. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Sean. Don't judge a book by... In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I literally just got to announce that I'm bi. I'd like to sit down. I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read? Or stream games?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. That is the entire point of communism. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Huh? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Eh, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. Thanks, Telegram. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Like you, Color.
Thanks.
But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah. Oh,
I see how it is. You just want to mansplain over this one too, huh?
I'm
That's
sorry.
pretty
That's the
accurate.
first time I've ever done it. It's the first time I've ever done it. Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found out this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, I mean, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey!
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly... No! Don't open those eyes! No! She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to get...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Eat a Snickers, Natsuki. You get a little... Cthulhu when you're hungry.
Don't worry, Sean. She's fine.
What about me?
It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, I'm gonna assume whatever the fuck she put in that protein bar is gonna take a little bit of time to process. So we're gonna let the edibles hit before she say they ain't shit. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay.
I mean, isn't that the whole point of Doki Doki Literature Club, is putting thoughts into words?
This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. Oh god, she wasn't my favorite pick for once. No! What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
No!
And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Sorry. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things.
Now it makes sense why the room is rotating, because Yuri's trying to put me on tilt.
I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Yes. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Amber, what color is amber? I need to look this up real quick.
It's like a yellow with orange.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh
yellow
boy. What color are Monica's eyes? Because
green.
if they're blue-green and her hair could be considered amber, then this poem takes on a whole different meaning for me. The last yet to be replaced. Oh. Yuri?
Sorry, I had to take care of some business.
Oh, okay. Was there some troll or something going on?
You got it. I'm sorry that I have such terrible handwriting,
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
but it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty garbage.
What was that? I mean, that's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all. My wife is 4'9". Compared to her, nothing in this life is too short.
Oh, man.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sean.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
I need to check something.
Hi, Sean.
That is both concern and it's supposed to represent a tornado warning siren because,
Did you rep up a motor? Like, what happened?
honey, there's a big storm coming, and unlike Lilo and Stitch, I haven't been given enough time to prep my shit and get the fuck out of here.
Having a good time so far?
Yes, I'm having a great time. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
Call it a night early, go home, and shut down?
I'm always listening.
I'm always listening.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Sean. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. Hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Sean.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often.
That's you don't just drop that on somebody. You don't just go up and go, "Oh, haha, yeah, Natsuki can be like that. She gets beat at home." Fuck! Like, give me a second.
But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. You know, malnutrition.
Okay.
Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
Monica, you need to cease. We need to have a talk, and it needs to be about besides this. Whatever this is.
But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know.
Shut up!
What, you feeling called out, Sean?
No! That is not... I can hear myself yelling at you through the Discord call. That is not a pickup. No!
Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
I have feelings about you right now, Monica, and they're not the kind that I'm supposed to feel after playing a game like this. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
You felt pretty damn confident about spilling her life story in front of me. I see. Well, let's read it then.
hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper, the sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipate before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sayuri is trying to speak to me through the poems. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had a kind of epiphany recently.
Yep, I called it.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Oh, fuck, she's absorbing everybody. An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly.
Okay, this is me pulling shit out of my ass, but, looking at the history, it's been influencing my poems a bit, yes, something like that. More powerful when out loud. I'm almost wondering if, like, if this train of thought is correct, and Sayuri is, if Sayuri's trying to speak to me using the poems, then by performing it out loud, Monica just ripped her last chance or tethering to this world out, and she doesn't exist anymore. Like that was her trying to reach out, and someone at the last second grabbed it and threw it away.
That sounds really dark. Why would that have to
Maybe
be in
after
a-
everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, I think the edibles have kicked in, so let's check out Natsuki.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not like that's great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And then you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
Oh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the whole world like you are all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Pretty same as last time.
Told you you're not gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it all fall flat on its purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Okay. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Dark Knight, thank you for the Tier 1 subscription. Welcome back for your 3rd month.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say?
I feel like I'm starting to clue in that the reason why Natsuki keeps insulting everything that people do is because that's how she gets treated back at home. If that situation is true, if she's the I'm being abused at my own house, then whatever she does, she ends up getting yelled at, so that's how she treats others around her.
Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Sean did too. So, based on that, I would gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Take care, Scrapped.
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sean liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Sean appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sean started
I
showing.
knew it! I knew something was happening with her boobs during this scene! It wasn't me! It was the game! I'm fine! I'm not cheating on my wife! Our marriage is fine! What are you talking about? Don't worry about me!
Natsuki,
Natsuki, that's a little...
this
doesn't involve you.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch!
Edgy? I'm sorry that my lifestyle is just too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute?
This is starting to feel like a Toho stage!
What about you is how hard you try.
Whoa! Be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri! Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Sean hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Sean, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
It's not like I know anything, but of course I'm gonna have to choose somebody. Yuri! I can't! Yuri! Yuri! Yuri!
Hey, Sean?
Hey, Monica?
Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Sean, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I just. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Sean. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I really don't have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble.
The last time I watched two girls have a discussion with each other, static started coming in. Can we please wrap this conversation? Ah!
But
Conversation wrapped.
Okay, cool. So poem.
Home time.
I could not have timed that any better. I cannot believe I literally said I'd like this to wrap up, and then that's the next thing that happened.
Yeah, it's almost as if.
You guys have to trust me when I say that I have not played this game before. The ESP will never leave, AKL. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm a little disoriented.
We're just home.
This is a little dark. I really could use a parfait. That sounds really good right now. Amazing is fine. Misfortune. I got new headphones. I like promise. What are these tabs? I want to click on other stuff.
Man, are you?
For some
stalling?
reason, I think of Whirlwind because I got Geiss's new S-Craft earlier today. Whisper. Shame, fantasy, lollipop, philosophy. I haven't done philosophy a lot. Fickle, skipping party, agonizing, wonderful, clumsy. Probably either clumsy or agonizing. Agonizing seems a little bit too intense. People are being fickle. Dazzle, universe, vacation, anime, cheeks, massacre, captive.
Anime cheeks?
No, Sep's booty. I was right. I was right the whole time. Don't you talk to me like that. Butterfly's heart, destiny, tragedy, destiny, contamination, raindrops spinning, sugar, shopping, bubbles, comfort, secretive. I was right, Watashi. Sandra legit made a post that said, why do people keep drawing her thinner than she is? It's not fluff, she's thick. And she posted a picture and I felt so validated in that moment. Comfort, secretive, or explode. Comfort, secretive, or explode. Comfort. Unrestrained, suicide. I'm at the part in the story where Reen, like, goes batshit crazy, so unrestrained. Boop. Sensation, calm, hope, disaster, scars, empty pout, kitty, tears. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Sean.
Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think that we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided that there was no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Sean, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry. What am I saying right now? I just...
Hey guys, have you seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it.
Oh, man.
Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid of you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all.
Drago! Thank you so much for the Tier 3 subscription, dude. Welcome back to the Lion Pride for the 4th month. Thank you so much.
I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed.
Aw, well thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Sean.
Ah! Not again.
Hacha!
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Was her headband always white? Am I going nuts? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Sean, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I didn't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right?
In that case, I don't see any problem.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah. But
What up, Rico? What was he playing? What was he playing? Hold on. What was Visage? He was playing Visage. Demonic Kitsune, thank you for the follow. Hello everybody. Just so you know, Rutless Ninja, thank you for the follow as well. Just to give everyone a heads up, we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club and live dubbing the entire game as I play through it. Gonna give you a forewarning. Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game. Please don't take this lightly. There are various very serious themes that are followed and treated realistically. They may disturb you as if they were real. As a result of this, if you have extra concern for your mental health, our recommendation is to tune out of the stream, mute it, whatever you want to do so that you don't have to be subjected to it, and avoid playing the game if you think those themes may weigh on you more heavily than expected. We trust that given your understanding of your own mental health, you can make the decision that is best for you, but thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. That's the health portion of it. This is a blind playthrough for me. Everyone else helping me dub this knows what happens in this game. I have no idea. So spoilers or bracings or heads ups will not be tolerated. If you try to build up expectations for something about to happen, or you just straight up spoil it, the mods can and will silence you for the remainder of the stream. So please, let's all react to this live together. Let me experience this. Don't take away from the experience, and thank you for being here.
I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Sean?
No, it's not that. I mean, I'm just kind of going out on a dissected limb here, but I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
Oh, I didn't know you were from America, Yuri.
And suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredible. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much.
Listen, the last time I tried to stop someone from talking too much, I glitched myself into day 2 of poetry writing. I'm a little scared of my own potential right now. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yeah, yes. Everything's fine.
That caught me off guard. That actually caught me off guard.
Yikes.
Did you see that sharp little inhale?
Yeah. It's great.
You don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. No, I just realized it's gonna do that cutaway where she's like leaning towards me like it did the first time I went through this, and something is gonna happen!
What do you mean? It's just a visual novel.
Get out of my head, voice. I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
It's just a visual novel.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
Having headphones on was a fucking mistake. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. See you later, Sly.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I had to make sure AJ wasn't there. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Oh, it's not even gonna register that. Cool.
I do? I don't really mean to. I'm sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page?
Sorry. It's like the game knows that this time around I'm going, she's like, are you ready? And I'm like, for what's about to happen? And she's like, no, to turn the page. I'm like, oh, yeah, right. It's very hard for me to pay attention to the text. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Holy shit, now I understand. I glance over at Yuri's face again and nope. And our eyes meet.
Meet my eyes.
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
You guys can see me, like, swapping my eyes between the text and her eyes.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
I'm trying really hard not to stare for too long.
It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but... Excuse me. Water burps. The main
Sean,
character...
that was right in my face.
The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Uh-huh.
What is that smile? What is that?
No, I don't relate to this character at all.
Can I have my my tea? Peas and thanks. What was that? If I'm feeling it. I might make another batch of the mac and cheese just because there's so many boxes and I need to make sure I go through the milk before it expires.
I think he's trying to distract himself. I think he's just stalling for time. Done stalling for time there, Sean?
I'm ready. I'm good.
Okay.
Definitely not.
It's unicorn mac and cheese. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses the things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling all right?
Huh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Water and water. Guys, give Yuri some water.
Oh,
Guys, give Yuri some water.
why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing...
1, 2, there's 5 so far. 6,
Oh my god.
7, 8, 9.
I'm going to
Fuck,
kill
10,
you, Sean.
11.
You are well hydrated now.
Sean, you are going to die after this live double, have you know?
13, 14, 15, 16.
I'm blaming you. I'm gonna need to refill water.
17. Oh, that one hurt my lungs. 18. 19.
Sean,
20.
why are you doing this to me?
Oh
21.
God, these hydrates are lagging out my freaking window.
23. 24. 25. 26. All right.
This is no longer fun.
Well, this isn't fun. This is healthy. Healthy doesn't always mean fun, Yuri. All right, we're cutting it off. We're cutting off at 30. We're cutting off at 30. We're cutting off at 30. We won't recognize anymore if you post anymore.
Thirsty 30. Perfect.
Thirsty 30. Just like how I'm thirsty and I'm 30.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
All right. All right. Don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Sean? Did something just happen just now?
Yuri and I were trying to prove who was thirstier for the other person, but I don't think it came out the way I expected. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So, you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
All right, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Hi again, Sean. How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Sean. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it.
The Emmy ooh. There's Emmy Ain, and she does what I call the Emmy ooh.
Ooh! It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Clearly you've never seen me play Wi-Fi Smash Bros. As Mega Man, because I will go fucking deep.
I guess I underestimated you.
And you're a threat. Snap, not anymore. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
Boop.
You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Damn, that's a mood. Suddenly, the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Uh-huh. Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go and get my poem now.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Oh.
Save me. The colors, they won't bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise. It won't stop! Violent, grating, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless, meaningless. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything! Please help me.
Okay.
That's my advice for today.
Why are you saving?
I'm just checking stuff.
What?
Thanks for listening.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Sean, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Sean. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Sean? I'm not being weird, right? I'm just having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
Oh my fucking god! Oh, I'm so sorry! Oh, God!
It's okay.
Oh, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Oh.
Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that takes 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
I can't believe that YouTube video tagging bots are capable of writing poems. But if they did, I'm pretty sure that's what it would look like.
The only thing I actually had to stop myself like partway through this because like it got into my head. I don't know if you've seen the heaviest metal known to man meme.
Oh, I think so?
That's exactly what started running through my head, and I'm like, oh no, don't lose it.
Right.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out. Pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's check on... Sorry, I'm being possessed by fear. Why do I feel like we're gonna click this button and it's gonna be like, all right, Natsuki, now it's your turn, dead. All right. Time to go breathe with God. Tez,
Yes?
your turn.
Oh, can you not hear me?
I can now.
Okay. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other.
What are you talking about, chat? Natsuki's always sounded like this.
Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Hang on, I can't read it.
You're good.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Tez, did you just bring your own poem to the Discord and read it for the rest of the class?
Bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby, or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid that people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as so long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much.
The first time I read that poem, I saw her as being the person complaining about someone else who likes spiders. but now I'm starting to wonder if Amy is Natsuki, and she's talking about how because she likes manga, no one wants to be friends with her. So I had it backwards the whole time. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now.
You unlocked a special poem.
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe.
Today, I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though. So I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look,
Take care, Incubus.
I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Sean joined, and we've started some new club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it in the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place?
Don't you, Natsuki? Or would you rather I just removed you? Would you rather that I just snapped my fingers and erased all of your worries in addition to your memories? What would you like, Natsuki? What's your choice?
Are you talking about Subaru or?
The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it is something small. Right, Sean?
Fun. You can't take advantage of Sean to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Sean joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Sean isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Sean want to get more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did?
But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Sean, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Sean. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki,
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
this is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Oh,
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed her.
oh
I
boy!
should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Sean? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their
Oh.
own qualities in a special way.
I saw that!
With each change in members, the identity of our club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri?
Huh?
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend.
Monica.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Sean?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Sean before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that?
What?
That's oh.
What's what?
Oh.
It's just a
Oh.
club poster.
Yeah, there's just a club poster.
Oh.
It's just a club poster.
Oh.
Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Sean, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club.
I wasn't until about 10 seconds ago, and now I absolutely wasn't.
I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No!
Minigame time.
Poem time. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Poetry time. You okay? You okay? Why are you resting your?
Oh!
inside?
What? Who was that? I saw
What was what?
something
what?
jump up!
What was what? What do you
There's
mean?
nothing there.
It's poem time.
I saw something jumped up, and I heard the wow! I don't know what that was. Anonymous
Maybe
played
it
it.
was just a raid alert.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
Okay.
You should really just don't take too long because you still have like another negative 700 to go.
Yeah.
7,000. Interesting.
Ooh, smile, that's a good one.
I like that. It's a good. I mean, I won't like it, but I mean, you know.
Meager?
Oh,
That was a good one.
What's that? I think the tea's ready. Hold on.
Lucky?
That's
Ooh,
weird.
Inferno.
I turned off the teapot, but I still hear whistling.
Kitty!
He's really going through these really fast.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay? Everything right? Hi, Sean. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading?
That was actually that was me the entire time. I did not stop to take a breath until I was done picking those words.
You got it, Kermit.
That was me 100% of the time.
I brought my best tea today.
Monica! I told you not. Ugh. Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together.
There's a part of me that wishes, I know I gave in because that's the word I wanted to click, but a part of me wishes I hadn't gone straight for it to see if I'd resisted the temptation, if it would have changed something. Like,
Change what? Which word?
Like if the game expects you to click it, or if doing any of the other words would have had the same result.
Or wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So...
Natsuki. Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins underneath the vending machines or something?
Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination.
Okay, so I think Yuri and Monica are the two imposters for this round of Among Us.
Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination. But I guess passion? It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Sean, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans for today.
Ah. Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Sean is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad to have already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request.
Yuri is just taking complete control of this game at this point. Are we sure Monica's the leader?
Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. But if there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for 1 second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Ah. Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see... The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. You know, I normally wait until after stream is over to start doing this. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I start. Let's see. Wait.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Sean, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even begins humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
We've only been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I feel like we've been here for 5. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Sean. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Sean, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's just a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Why is she suddenly doing what Natsuki wanted to do? Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes. I have terrible reading posture.
I know exactly what she's referring to because my wife has the same issues sometimes. I dislike, if I can be real for a sec, I am really, really annoyed that, like, human evolution has forced people of a certain gender to be predisposed to lifelong discomfort and pain for the sake of my, in this case, genetic interest. It sucks because, like, I didn't get to make that decision. I didn't get to choose what I was interested in, but other people, at least half of the world, has to suffer because of what my identity gender wants. And there's nothing I can do about it. And then there are people in my gender that I identify as that have the gall to go, oh, you should get something done to them. You know, you'd look nicer if they were more like this. They don't even get to choose how their bodies are developed because of evolution, and they get people telling them how they should modify them to our liking. Fuck off! For real. Go fucking look up your tags on E6 or something and find stuff that you're into, and maybe eventually you'll discover a person who happens to naturally fit your specifications.
I'm sorry, did you say Yuri?
God.
Go off, Sean.
So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. We're gonna have a 5-hour stream of Doki Doki Literature Club with all this cosmic horror shit coming off, and the highest clipped moment of the stream is gonna be people going, you tell him, you get up there, you preach, that's the best poetry I've heard all night.
You get the book, and I'll get your soapbox.
I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. This is my autobiography, guys. The title is called Facts. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but When she's being less apprehensive, it almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Great tea. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure? I'll wait until the Discord Prime subscription goes away. Lydia, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Welcome to the Lion Pride. Please consider joining the Discord.
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Sean...
Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't... Sean...
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Spill that tea, Sean.
Damn, I've spilled the tea twice in the last 10 minutes!
Sean... My heart won't stop pounding, Sean. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore.
There you go.
Can you feel it, Sean?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Oh! 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 Wait, what is she? Oh.
You okay?
It's time to share poems.
What? Hi!
It's all right.
All right.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing all right. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay?
You know, originally when I started this stream and I realized that I was starting to gravitate towards Yuri again, I was scared that it was going to lead Natsuki to do something, but now, based on how she's responding and the fact that she said she just wants the club to be a place where we can hang out, I'm kind of wondering if it's weird for me to say did the right thing, but I'm wondering if I unexpectedly respected her boundaries by spending more time with Yuri or Monica, because if I had spent more time making choices that would have made her pay attention to my poems, developed the affection, that she was gonna feel like I was trying to develop things with her, which would have added on to the I can't just have a place where I can hang out with friends. When I'm here, someone's trying to hit on me. When I'm at home, someone's literally hitting on me. And, okay.
Wow.
Read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? Who else to bring this up? But there's something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
No.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Sean? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away.
Is that Natsuki speaking?
Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica.
Okay. Just Monica. No.
Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Sean, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Sean. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how else to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room.
Yes, it's going on the fridge!
I hope that it makes you feel good about when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer.
If I crunch this paper and it goes squick, I don't want to read it.
Hurry, read it.
Oh! Oh!
I'm just going to let you savor this.
Oh! Oh!
Such a beautiful poem.
Oh
Don't
my
you think
god.
so?
Oh my god. I cannot believe she just single-handedly gave me all access to Excedrin. Do you understand how many bottles of Excedrin this doctor's note will let me pick up? It even says at the bottom it's for free. Oh my god, thank you, Canada's universal healthcare system. Oh!
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you can tell the poem's about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See how I'm the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm gonna vomit.
Sean, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems really easily excitable when she's around you. It shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up?
What? What she's doing? Or are you telling me about this?
She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing.
Can you not?
But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. Not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be for the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members.
Yeah, cause spilling their personal problems to me when I'm not a licensed therapist is absolutely how a president of the literature club should be acting.
Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem.
I worked really fucking hard on it.
Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it.
Oh shit, I have no memory, that's right.
Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's, effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on.
Nothing is real? Okay.
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help.
Monica, I'm not useless, you know?
I know that.
I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting.
There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do.
Eh? What about Sean?
Sean's going to help me.
No.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like Elodin. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Sean around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey! I didn't even do anything!
Okay, then why not let Sean decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power.
Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Sean make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez. Sean, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
Oh my god. Okay. So I knew this moment was coming, and oh, they're really good at making this layered. So my initial thought was, I understand what Natsuki's issue is now. So if I have the opportunity to go to her house and kind of look after her, I'd like to do that. But she just asked me to help out Yuri and like keep an eye on her. And Monica, fuck Monica. She's not part of this. She's not part of the equation right now. Oh.
What?
I kind of agree that if I'm in it, I just I don't know. I want to go with my gut. I want to go with my gut and say that I need to make sure Natsuki's gonna be okay. Oh!
What do you mean?
What? What?
What's going on?
What's going on, Sean?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
What?
What's going on?
What's going on?
You really like Monica, huh?
What?
You're really favoring me.
I mean, to be fair, you haven't spent a lot of time with her.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Making it a song won't help.
Oh man. I can scroll up, right?
Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Sean for yourself? What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable.
Oh no.
Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Sean away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or perhaps you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now.
I don't know if I want to be around any of you right now.
See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Sean? Yuri's really something, isn't she?
I'm about to get fucking murdered, aren't I? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Sean, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us.
I want to get off Mrs. Wants to Bones Me while's ride.
Doesn't that sound wonderful?
Nintendo, why did you double glass that painting? I need to escape!
Oh wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there?
I'm in danger!
But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you.
Is this what it feels like when I, look at your Kino art, Emmy?
It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Sean. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name.
Oh, she's an author. Yuri Ito. I know your work.
I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Sean, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with a pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl.
Oh, man.
I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Sean. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Why are you just standing there? Why are you hesitating? Why?
Dramatic pause. How are you liking this game, by the way, Sean?
It's good.
You have a fun time?
It's good.
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad you're having a fun time.
So I will tell you one thing. This is a long segment. Hit the skip button.
Yeah.
No.
Oh dear God! Why? I'm not doing this the entire time.
No, you don't have to. I'll go through it.
You've gotten the effect. Keep on going, you mad lad.
I'm gonna see what's at the end of this. I gave in to temptation once. I'm not giving in to temptation again. Wait, is it just repeating the same thing?
You'll see the whole thing regardless.
I'm gonna see. I'm committed. I'm gonna be the first streamer to go through all of this.
Oh wow, new record.
And-
Buckle up, chat.
and end up skipping. I'm gonna end up skipping like so much text in the process. I wonder what it normally was supposed to say. Oh, we're here. We're here. We're committed. We are in this. Oh my god. Just hit skip. Why? It's going. Oh, we're still going. You can check what it says in history. Oh. How'd you call me? You count me with the every day's full chit chat and fun activities. With all my adorable and unique clummers, so you're the youthful bundle of sunshine involves having to ask the assuming cute girl packs and serve punch, Yuri the timid, and of course Monica the leader club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone, help the literature club become a more intimate place for all my members, but I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Welcome to the literature club. Okay. Will you promise to spend the most time with you? Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Alright, listen, there's stuff happening on screen, so I'm gonna keep going.
Wow, look at man.
Good lord almighty.
God, I've been waiting for this moment the entire stream.
Good job, AKS.
God, I hope I did
Michelle,
it
you're
justice.
lovely. Bravo.
There's
I
a
used-
reason.
I used to play Cookie Clicker professionally. Oh my god.
Can you tell yanderes are my favorite?
Oh my god. About how far through this am I at this point?
Well, let's see. It's currently, I think,
It's currently
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday.
Oh, they come back on Monday, don't they?
Well, I mean, you know, if you're a normal school, yeah, you normally would. So, you might be.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna need to.
Not even helping to patch up the wound?
What?
Really? Not even helping
I'm
to patch up
so
the
in
wound?
shock right now.
Clean up the blood. Maybe close her eyes. Stroke her hair.
Oh, her eyes are sinking. Oh my god. Oh, there's afternoon. Any change in the history? Nope. It's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This is
Almost like-
the pure experience. This is why I said, Emmy, are you sure it's about 5 hours left? Because of shit like this. Oh my god.
I mean, there would be 5 hours left if you hit skip.
Yeah?
But no, you decided to
No,
set
this
the
is
world record.
this is my stream, my rules. Oh my god. I'll set it to auto. You want me to set it to auto? We'll come back in 8.5 hours, see if it's made any significant progress.
It's fine. Look, it's Saturday evening. Saturday nights are for the corpses.
Oh my
I mean, what?
there's gotta be a faster way. Oh, I know what I can do. Double power!
Oh my god.
Hold on. Does that work? It does! Yes! Not when I go into maximum overclick! Yes! Unlimited power!
Good lord.
I'm
Jesus.
clicking with 2
Oh
fingers!
my god.
Oh!
God, it's like he thinks he's the main character or something.
Oh my god, the
Well, we're
blood.
into Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Oh,
Ugh.
she's gone pale. She's gone
Yeah,
like
yeah.
super pale.
That's what dead bodies do.
Hold on. I messed
Hold
up.
on, what'd you do?
I messed up some of the
Hold on,
borders.
what'd you do?
Hold on, I
What
messed
are you
up
doing?
some of the
What are you-
borders. I messed up some of the borders.
Yeah, you little.
I'll fix this. I can fix this.
Keep clicking.
I can-
Just keep clicking.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm not gonna click skip by accident. I'm going through all of this.
What was that color?
Wonderful performance, by the
Oh.
way.
Look, if I
God.
keep clicking over the wound, the blood will stay in. I have to keep it plugged. Oh my god.
Oh.
The game's frozen? Is it really?
Oh.
Oh.
Shit! It is. Reload it.
Hold on. I'll just save over. I'll play it safe.
Really, you're gonna make this a save file?
I am, and I'm gonna reload it. Sorry. It was because I accidentally clicked on the border and I ended up changing the dimensions, which messed it up. So.
You should be able to lock that panel, I think, and then you won't be able to accidentally click on it.
There we go.
Oh, unless you mean like in the...
It should work now.
All right, now stream it back to us so we can see.
So there you go. Oh, stream it back to you. That's right.
I need to see where my body's at.
Okay. There you go.
There we go.
Okay. We're making progress. We're making progress.
Who's that pretty lady with the sunken eyes?
The music's messing up. Wait, do we meet once a week? Oh.
All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought I was ready. Ah! Ah!
Oh! Natsuki runs away.
I'm here. Sean, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh.
Why don't I see the buttons on my screen? I don't...
Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Sean? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick.
Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake.
Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? Should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay! There you are! Hi again, Sean.
Hi.
Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Sean. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl.
I'm not interested.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all of their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me just to make them as unlikable as possible.
Oh, okay.
But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend any time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Sean? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Sean. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there. In your world. Forever out of my reach.
Thank God.
I'm trapped, Sean. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful.
So how do I know she didn't program herself to fall in love with me?
You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me. Forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I fully understood. You probably saved my life, Sean. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Sean, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Sean, will you go out with me?
Oh, I want out. I want out. I want out. I want out. How do I quit? How do I minimize? How do I close? Oh. I will go out with you at the same time as the grenade that I've taken out of my pocket activates and blows us all to Kingdom Come. Yes, I will make that sacrifice for the greater good of this world.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Sean. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true.
It hasn't even been 3 hours of streaming.
I worked so hard for this ending, Sean. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself.
You know, I get that this is meant to play on players who went back and did different things so that they could get the ending that they wanted, but because I didn't do that and I played it straight, this is kind of unfair right now.
The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way.
Oh, check the directory. I have to remember. There's a specific
Is
way.
chat telling you what to do?
Well, if it's something I wouldn't notice otherwise, I think I have to go to Steam. I believe it's Steam Apps, Common. I remember from all the times I had to adjust files for Clicker Heroes or something like that. Yeah, Clicker Heroes 1.
Here's a compromise, Sean.
Okay.
I will tell you exactly what to do if you let this scene go on a little bit longer.
Okay.
Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Oh boy. I think of Moana. I like the word Nika. Oika is very funny. This is for truly a Vaporeon. Only you will get this. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Oh, that's my favorite Overwatch character. Monska. It looks like a stock. Monic the Hedgehog. Oi! Moiki, Oya, Monic, Anka. Monka. Monka. I like that. Mini. Ia. Nah. Oh, I like money. Money's good. Unica. She's just like, would you fucking pay attention, Sean? I'm just over here like, Monique! Moi. Soka. That's one of my favorite Avatar characters. Oh, no! Let's see, what else we got? Yeah, underscore A. Oh, I gotta go with Sonic. And we'll finish it off with Monka S.
Hi again, Sean. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Sean. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Sean? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second.
Great.
You're recording this, aren't you?
What?
Hi, chat. How's it going? Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend Sean here? It's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning.
Ah!
I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick?
No.
I can't really do much except for a couple of things.
Is shutting up one of them? I really hope shutting up is one of them.
Are you ready?
No, 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 no. Oh, what is that? What is that small circle? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you
Oh, I knew it!
Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Sean. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see.
Is that it? Is that everything? Oh.
So, there is a lot more, but if you're wanting to go into the character files now, you're more than welcome.
Monica.character. It's asking how I want to open it. I'll
You
try.
know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, voice actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try and go back. Program files x86. Steam. Snaps. Common. Doki Doki Literature Club. Characters. Still says Monica CHR. It doesn't know how to open the file.
Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called. It's funny, because I'm pretty sure that book... Ah. Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything.
It doesn't know how to open the file.
What else could you do with a file?
Oh boy. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
I really like the sound of rain. Also, hello, chat. It's okay if he lings at me hanging, because I always have all of you. Hello. Who's Demi? It's just Monica here. Vim gets it. Oh, I found a way to read chat. How's my day going, Mia Bite? I'd say it's going pretty good. Finally got my happy ending. Aw, thank you, Torland. Oh, don't worry, Elemental Star Sever. There's nothing to be scared of. I'm afraid I can't open the window and let too much of the light in. Oh, thank you, Vimdeklis. My profile picture on Discord is rather lovely, but I wouldn't say I drew it myself. Someone like me doesn't need to breathe, Nova.
I don't think she knows.
What's up, Sean? Oh, it hurts so much. Help me, Sean. Please hurry and help me. Help me! Did you do this to me, Sean?
I can undo. I can undo. Control Z. She's back. It's back. It's back.
Did you?
It's back!
Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Sean. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more?
Why is the screen black? I don't like this.
I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy.
I killed one person.
There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture.
You were still talking to me.
Sean, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Sean, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then
She removed herself from the character file, even though I put it back in, and replaced it with the other 3. She's not there anymore.
You did it.
I should have... I should have copied the file before I did anything.
What happened?
I didn't think to copy the file. Oh, I messed that up. Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was just brief. I just messed that up somewhat. So could I seriously...
How was the ride?
How was it?
So I could seriously just go through this entire game again?
If you want to.
You should.
How long would it take?
It's not too long. Maybe now you can get, you know, an ending.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Sean.
Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently we've picked up that habit once again.
Sean, are you so proud of me?
For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
Oh, by the way, Sean, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Ooh, you meanie.
Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Sean? What are you doing here?
Well, I just, Huh? I glance around the room. She must be a mute.
Huh. So you're the Sean that Sayori's always talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sean. We're the Literature Club. I hope that you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki.
The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Sean, don't tell me. You're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way! No way! Ah!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate.
What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to.
Please.
Sorry.
Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute.
Wow, those look amazing!
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri?
Huh? That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Sean, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain that we can find something that we have in common.
Natsuki?
Oh, sorry about that. I clicked away on clicked the wrong stinking button. My bad. Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
Well, about, you know, the first thing he said?
Manga?
That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if Sean wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice of us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Sean?
Maybe
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
we all could try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for Yuri...
I have to read manga?
Jeez. You're the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize.
With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized my error. So, if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean... It makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay?
I've been really fond of this artist. It's called Junji Ito. I mean, same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too.
This is so cute!
Sayori, shut up!
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes. I look forward to it.
Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Sean.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Sean. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Sean? I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Sean. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about how all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend it every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Forever.
No.
What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him.
Who? It hurts. Ah!
I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Sean. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Ah!
What the fuck?
Can you hear me? me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
You might want to turn the game audio up a little.
Why? Jump scare? I don't know if I
No.
can turn the game audio up.
She sings.
Alright, it's at max that I can do.
Just to find that special day. Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
You did it!
When you're
Oh no.
everything that we do is fun for them anyway.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. So, how was it?
I'm still processing it, so
Well, it's the credits, so it's time to give away this game, right?
it's please pick me as the winner so that I don't have to give it to anybody. Damn.
This game is free.
Yeah.
Right.
So is it that whoever takes the role as president ends up gaining all the knowledge of the program, regardless of
Yeah.
who it is?
Yeah.
That's what the P in president stands for. Get ready for a ride.
I am curious. I was gonna ask, what if I had copied the Monica file and then put it back in right after she removed herself before starting the game?
She would have said something along the lines of, "It's better this way," and deleted herself.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a lot of catch-all exceptions that happen for specific cases.
What
Also, I don't know. Oh, also, special thanks.
What if I had deleted one of the character files on this final run through before we got to the end?
I believe there is an ending for that. Or like it wouldn't load up properly.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't load up properly, and then it would try to fix itself.
I'm not going to delete them at the beginning, and I'll explain why in a second.
Hold on.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. Can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend of all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica.
And it's
Please reinstall the game.
one final fuck you at the very
Now,
end.
Hold on. Okay, click OK. You're good. Now open it up again.
Okay. Wait for it to pop up. I thought I heard like something in the background. It was just a car on the street revving past. No,
Congratulations.
it sounded like a ghost. I heard like I thought it was like that desolate wasteland. It was just a roadster kicking its engine up in the background.
So, yeah, congratulations. you've had your one shot.
Yep.
I hope it was fun.
Yeah.
So, I am aware that there are different ways to play. You know what? I'm gonna load the fan art that people came up with, and so that we have a moment to celebrate that, and then I'll explain why I will not be playing anything or any of the other routes, at least on stream, and why we're going to call it the end of the stream here. So let me get all this art saved up first. First of all, can we get a round of applause in the chat for the incredible, consistent, one-of-a-kind performances that we had? We had Emmy Ain as Monica, AKL Trifecta as Yuri. Holy fucking shit, man. I can't believe you pulled that off the entire 2 parts.
All right.
Tez
I love.
as Natsuki, and Color Brews as Sayori, and briefly filling in as Natsuki. But wow, I'm blown away by how much time and commitment you guys put together to make this a unique experience for me.
So just to kind of now that it's all passed, I'm sure you noticed with chat and everything. Like we said, we've planned this since way before, and by we I mean mainly Emmy.
Yeah,
but-
there was a little bit happening in the Discord on the side. That those who couldn't come watch the stream itself at least had an idea of where we were in the game, depending on what our icons were, what certain names of certain chats were, and all of that. So
This is from Cosmo, by the way. Keep going.
Oh yes.
so it took a lot of planning on our part, but we had a lot of fun, and we're glad that you guys enjoyed it.
This one is from Rikiki Ono. Ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Comrade Natsuki.
Comrade Natsuki.
The nuts, comrade.
These next 2 are also from Cosmo. I'll see if I can bring both of them at the same time. Sometimes the stream doesn't really like it when I bring multiples in here. So we'll see what happens. No, it only wants me to do one at a time.
So now comes the fun question. Girl-wise, who was your favorite?
Oh man. I feel like I still don't fully understand Monica. Like, because of the brief thing that happened with Sayori, I don't know if that power or that craziness was inspired as a result of being the president and it wasn't Monica's fault. Or if I don't know how responsible she is, so it's hard to hold her culpable as a result. And I feel like that's important to figure out because that would influence my opinion on the character as a whole. Let me check and see if this is the new one. Did I already?
And that question also does go out to chat as well. I see some people popping in. There's a nice spread.
Yeah, there was a nice spread. I don't know if I can give that answer because so much of these characters was being influenced by Monica or whatever the power of the president was inflicting upon them. These 2 these 3 along the left are all from Cosmo. This second to last one is T-Kun.
Oh,
and then
boy.
the final one is a special gift from Emmy, which I am extremely grateful for. And because the personalities were so tainted by this power, I don't feel like I got to truly experience. I don't feel like I truly got to experience them as they should be, and that I was denied the chance to really understand them as people. I really enjoyed, the confidence from Natsuki. I really enjoyed the depth of analysis from Yuri. Genuinely, like I really like how she approached. She had the same kind of analytical mind that I did, but I really liked the genuine affection and acceptance of Sayori. And it's hard because, oh, by the way, this is Emmy's.
There it is.
So I really appreciated the kind of, I can resonate with Monica, at least the parts that I think were real, because as someone who has had such a heavy work mind, like today, I didn't really have any free time to myself despite it being Saturday. I woke up at 11:30 because I'd stayed up so late trying to spend time with you guys that I woke up, immediately did my interview, took care of a couple of chores, and then immediately started the stream up. And then tomorrow I've got 2 or 3 things lined up, and then, you know, pretty much all this week I've got sessions scheduled back to back. So I can empathize with Monica's sense of having to take everything on and just kind of hoping that people will make time for her, because otherwise she doesn't have the time to make for anybody else. And that's really scary. It's really terrifying to think that you spend so much of your time taking care of everyone else's needs that you find at the end of the day that there's nothing left for you, and no one reaches out and no one says, hey, make this time free. I want to spend it with you.
Yeah.
Like, literally, because, and go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna go off of that as well. I know a bit more about Monica because I've done extensive research into this, and despite her being, you know, perceived as kind of crazy and obsessive, she's incredibly lonely.
Yeah. And
all of her friends are not real. She's the only one who is. So I can kind of sympathize with that.
And the more you reflect on it, the more it starts to really make what we did towards the end of the game actually pretty much a dick move. I mean, I get the desperation that she had, but when I reflect on how lonely she felt because she never spoke up to deliberately ask for your time, or when she did, the other characters pushed her aside. And when she finally has some semblance of control, finally speaks up for herself and does what she has to do to get that time for herself, you respond by erasing her.
Yep.
Even
it's like,
go ahead.
This game I think really like resonated with me specifically because it's kind of like how Undertale is, Emmy, where like the ending that you get in the game that's programmed isn't necessarily a golden ending, even though there is, like, you know, true pacifist and all that, but there's still something more, you know. And the amount of work that I've seen where people will add mods to make a happy ending and stuff to want to make these characters happy really just it shows just how powerful this game is with the people that resonate with it.
Yeah.
So, I am aware that there are different things we can do in this game that will give us different results. I'm aware that there are things we can do to potentially keep a character alive or keep a character from killing themselves. I'm sure that there's ways we can fuck around with the file to make things happen sooner than they're supposed to happen now that we have that knowledge. And maybe I might look up these things on TV tropes or something later just to get an idea of what would have happened if I had done this. But as far as this stream goes and as far as my playthrough goes, I am not interested in exploring any of those, at least on a public sphere. And the main reason for that is because this is a game that treats things like suicide, self-harm, depression very seriously. And the fact of the matter is, there were consequences to some of my choices. There were reactions from people that I didn't expect based on what I chose. There were follow-ups and conversations that happened because of what I chose to say. And in real life, that's how it works. In real life, you'll be presented with friends who are afraid to go home, with people who get overexcited and can only find certain ways to take care of it, with people who feel like they're being ignored and aren't being given the chance to spend time with people when they've already spent all their time caring for others. And you're going to have to make choices. And you may think you're making the right choice. You may be going with what your gut tells you. You may be feeding what you think they want to hear. And you could be right. And you could be wrong. And you have to be prepared to deal with what comes of that. So, as I leave you guys tonight, I want you to use that as a chance to reflect on the experience that we had here and see if there's any parallels that, maybe not that exaggerated, that you can pull from, of people you know, or relationships you've witnessed, or conversations that you've seen. And see if maybe watching this has given you some insight onto what might be going on behind the scenes, whether or not it's your job to get involved. So tonight's raid is not to any specific channel. Tonight, we're going to take all of that focus and we're going to put it on you. And I want you to spend the time that you would have spent saying hello to someone else in a different stream to say hi to yourself instead, and ask what message you've been trying to give to people, whether or not you've been writing it down. And maybe consider what message your own friends have been trying to give to you. And hopefully, we can enter into this next year just a little bit wiser than we were before. So, Emmy, AKL, Color, Tez, thank you guys very much for dedicating your time and your wonderful, wonderful performances.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone else, please feel free to join the Discord. You don't have to, but we've got a great community there, and it allows such wonderful things as the art you see on here to happen, in addition to these community events that we participate in. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, because ironically enough, I did have a Sunday stream planned, but I also had friends asking if I'd be available to spend some time with them. And I feel like the cosmos is trying to tell me something right now. So please don't be surprised if I end up canceling tomorrow's evening stream and redirecting that stream to a different day. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. All right. Be good to yourselves, chat. I'll see you next time I see you. Good night.